Good evening, students. In this class, we are going to see the chapter banking. In this chapter, we are going to study about the functions of central bank and commercial banks, and you are going to understand the non-banking financial institutions and their functions. Now we are going to see about the introduction about banking. Finance. It is the lifeblood of all economic activities such as trade, agriculture and industry. Okay. Bank. It is an institution. It provides basic financial services. Then it will accept deposits and also giving loans. So bank, it's a backbone of banking. Banks or bank is a backbone of modern business in the world, modern business world. It's very useful for development of any country. Introduction we have finished. Okay, now we are going to see about the historical development. Riksbanks of Sweden, which was established in the year 1656. It was the oldest central bank in the world. Then it got the main right of note issue in the year 1897. Okay. Fundamentals of art of banking developed by Bank of England in the year 1864. Okay. Now next paragraph. Listen. Next paragraph. Large number of central banks. They were established between the year 1921 and 1954. Large number of central banks. They were established between the year 1921 and also 1954 with the resolution passed by International Finance Corporation that was held at Brussels in the year 1920. Okay. Then some of the banks established were, what were the banks established? They were South African Reserve Bank, which was established in the year 1921, and Central Bank of China in the year 1928, and Reserve Bank of New Zealand, which was established in the year 1934, and Reserve Bank of India in the year 1935, and Central Bank of Ceylon in the year 1950, and the Bank of Israel in the year 1954. They were established. I think you all understood about the historical development. Now we are going to see about the commercial banks. What are commercial banks? Commercial banks, it refers to a bank. Okay, it deals with deposit and loan services provided to corporations. Or large or middle-sized business. They do not provide long-term credit. Okay, now we are going to see about the functions of commercial bank. What are all the functions of commercial banks? They are the institutions that conduct business with profit motive, and it will accept public deposits, and also it will give loans for many investment purposes. Okay. Now, what are all the functions? Look at the diagram. It is given in your book. functions. What are all the functions? It may be divided into three functions. One is primary function, and the another one is secondary function, and the third one other functions. Okay, primary, secondary, and other functions. It is given in the book, it is given in the diagram. You refer that diagram also. Primary functions. What are all the primary functions? Accepting deposits, advancing loans. Okay, look at the diagram. And secondary functions: agency services, general utility services, transfer of funds, and credit creation. These are all the secondary functions. Two primary functions and four secondary functions of commercial banks. Okay, now we are going to see the functions of commercial banks in detail. First one, primary function. What are all the primary functions? Two functions. One is accepting deposits, and the another one is advancing loans. Now first one, accepting deposits or attracting deposits. Accepting deposits or attracting deposits. Commercial banks mainly dependent on public deposits. There are two types of deposits. One is demand deposits and the another one is time deposits. It will accept deposits from the public. First one is demand deposits and the another one is time deposits. Now we are going to see about what are demand deposits that can be withdrawn by individuals, or owners of these deposits. They are allowed to withdraw money at any time by writing a withdrawal slip, or through check, or from ATM centers using debit card. Okay, that is the first type of deposit. That is demand deposit. Now the next one is time deposits or fixed deposit. Time deposits or fixed deposits. Deposits that are made for certain period of time. Okay, banks pay higher interest. Deposits can be withdrawn only after a specific time period. That is called time deposit. Two deposits we have finished. One is demand deposit and the another one is time deposit. So first primary function we have finished. What is that? Accepting deposits. Now we are going to see about the second primary function, that is advancing loans. Advancing loans. That means giving loans to individuals and business in the form of overdraft, cash credit, discounting bills of exchange. Okay, that is the second primary function. Okay, so now we have finished about the primary functions of commercial banks. Now we are going to see about the secondary function. It may be classified under three heads. One is agency function. Next one is general utility functions. And the third one is other functions. May be divided into three. One is agency function. Next one is general utility function. And the third one other functions. Other functions. Now we are going to see about the agency function. What are all agency functions? Commercial banks act as an agent of customers. Agent of customers. It will perform many functions. First one is collecting check. Banks collect checks and bills of exchange on behalf of customers through clearing house facilities. provided by central bank. Okay, once again I will repeat. Collecting check, these banks, it will collect check and bills of exchange on behalf of customers through clearing house facilities provided by central bank. Next one is collecting income. Collecting income. What is that? Collecting income, that is nothing but commercial banks collect dividend, pensions, okay, pensions, salaries and rent, interest on investment on behalf of customers. Credit vouchers will be sent to customers. Okay, it will collect dividend, pension, salaries, rent, interest on investment on behalf of customers. Okay, credit vouchers will be sent to the customers. Okay, now the next one is paying expenses. That is the third function. Paying expenses. It will make payment such as telephone bills, insurance premium, school fees and also rent. Okay, it will make payments such as telephone bills, insurance premium, school fees and also rent. This is about the agency functions. Agency function, agency services, that is the first function of secondary function of commercial bank. Now the next one is general use. General utility function, general use function. What is the that will be very helpful for public. Okay, general utility functions. What are all general utility functions? First one is provide locker facilities. Okay, it will provide commercial banks, it will provide locker facilities to the customers for safe custody of jewelry, okay, share, debentures and other valuable items. So it will provide locker facilities. That is the first general utility function of commercial bank. Next one is issuing traveler's check. Commercial banks, it will issue traveler's checks to the individuals for traveling outside the country. Okay, so it will issue traveler's check to the individuals for traveling outside the country. These traveler's checks, they are very safe and also easy to protect money while traveling. Money will be very safe while traveling. That is the second general utility function. Now we are going to see about the third general utility function is dealing foreign exchange. Commercial bank, it will deal foreign exchange also. Okay, it will provide foreign exchange to businessmen dealing in exports and imports. It will provide foreign exchange to businessmen dealing in exports and imports. That is the third function. Now next one is third one is transferring fund. Transferring fund, transfer of fund. That is also one of the secondary function of commercial bank. Transferring fund. What is that? Transfer, it will transfer, it will change. It means transfer of funds from one bank to another bank. Okay, funds are transferred by means of draft, telephonic transfer and also electronic transfer. That is the third function, transferring funds from one bank to another bank. Now we are going to see about the fourth secondary function. Okay, letter of credit. Letter of credit. Issue letters of credit to the customers. Okay, first one is Underwriting securities. Underwriting securities. What is that? Commercial banks also undertake this task. Okay. Public has full faith in credit worthiness of banks. So public do not hesitate in buying securities underwritten by banks. So that is the first function. Now next one is electronic banking. Electronic banking. Commercial banks, it will provide services such as debit card, credit card, and internet banking. Internet banking. These are all the two functions, primary functions and secondary functions. Now we have finished two functions. One is primary function and the another one is secondary functions. Now we are going to see about the next function, that is the third function, other functions. Other functions. In that we are going to see about the first side heading. You refer the book Money Supply, supply of money. Okay, it will be very helpful to increase money supply. It is one of the function, most important function of commercial bank, that will be very helpful to increase money supply. Okay, example. Suppose a bank give rupees 5 lakhs to an individual, okay, and open demand deposit in his name. Bank make credit entry of rupees 5 lakh in that account. It leads to creation of demand in his account. Creation of demand in his account. So there is no payment of cash. No payment of cash. So without printing additional money, supply of money is increased. Supply of money is increased. This is the first other function. Other functions. Okay. Now the next one is credit creation. What is credit creation? That means multiplication of. Credit creation, already you know the meaning. That means multiplication of loans and advances. Okay. Multiplication of loans and advances is known as credit creation. Banks receive deposits from the public. It will receive deposits from the public and use these deposits to give loans. Okay, banks, it will receive deposits from the public, okay, and use these deposits to give loans. These loans will be provided for many times more than the deposits. Loans will be provided for many times more than the deposits. Okay, credit creation. This function of banks is known as credit creation. Credit creation, that is nothing but multiplication of loans and advances. Now, next one is collection of statistics. Collection of statistics. Banks collect and publishes statistics relating to trade, that is business, commerce, and also industry. It will collect, publishes statistics relating to trade, commerce, and industry. Collection of statistics. These are all the functions of commercial banks. I think you all understood, I think. So commercial banks, now we are going to see just a conclusion about this. Commercial banks render valuable services to the community. Valuable services to the community. In developing countries like India, these commercial banks may be described as development banking. Developing countries like India, these may be described as development banking. Okay, it play a commercial banks plays a critical role in making their funds available to the priority sectors, weaker sections, and also employment oriented schemes. Okay, these are all the functions of commercial banks. We have finished conclusion also. Okay, now next one is mechanism or technique of credit creation by commercial banks. We have studied already bank credit. That is nothing but bank loans and advances. It is to be created how? When the banks, through their lending activities, giving activities, providing activities, giving activities, lending activities, it will make net addition to the total money supply. Total money supply. Like that, money is to be destroyed when these loans are repaid by the borrowers to the banks, and credit already created by the bank is wiped out in this process. Okay, and banks have the power to expand, to increase or contract demand deposits, and they are having the power through granting more or less loans and advances. Okay, this power of commercial bank to create deposits through increasing, expanding their loans and advances is known as credit creation. That is called credit creation. Till this enough. Today's homework, read about the learn well the functions of commercial banks. Thank you.